on the match tonight?
Well, congratulations to Amodi and his group. They were the better team tonight throughout the entire game, and they just played harder and smarter than us. And really good fight at the end of the game for us. Exciting game, obviously. And our defense continues to be quite porous, and it's something that if we don't fix, we're not going to go anywhere that the group wants to go. And so we continue to work on that. We have a last game here in Cairns to figure out before we get to the break on some of the things that we're trying to tick off of our goals. So we'll have another opportunity on Sunday.
What was the major thing that disappointed you in defence, maybe particularly in that second half, in the first half? Sorry.
I mean, 97 points. I don't know how to pick that apart for you, but yeah. 97 points.
Yep. Obviously, a bit of a step back in that for the last two games. It looked like you made some really good steps in that department.
Yep.
The last two games. So I guess that's the most disappointing thing to come out tonight, is it?
Yeah, I mean, again, we're scoring at a relatively good pace, and our offense is generating points, but it's fool's gold at the end of the day. And if you're not able to defend at some kind of consistent basis, you're just going to win a game, lose two, win a game, and kind of just be all over the map. And that will lead to not getting into the playoffs, not finishing in the top six, and it's a fragile balance of trying to get those two working together, and it's a work in progress.
Obviously, mate, massive positive was the guy beside you. Just a second game back from a long-term injury, he was outstanding.
Yeah, he was a monster. No offense to him, but I was a little shocked actually that he's able to play just conditioning-wise and stuff. But he's worked very hard to get back, and so it's obviously a really good sign for us. And we'll have one more game with him, and then he'll have another 10 days or 12 days off, so he can recuperate and get back on it. But having him in the lineup obviously is very, very handy, and he was fantastic tonight.
You feel like you've got so many offensive weapons, the number one rated offensive team going into this game by a fair way. Has it sort of guys gone too far that way, knowing they can score a lot of points, and maybe they've just lost a bit of focus in that defensive side of things?
Well, I just think in general, I've said this before, that the league is better than it was last year. So there's just more scoring. There's just more higher level players. There's just more talent on the floor for all the teams. And so the scoring across the league to me, seems to be quite high in general. And that's due to really good coaching, but really good players. And so as the players increase and become better and better in the league, it becomes harder and harder to stop them.
Obviously, Milton started really, really well, and then sort of came off there with a little bit of a knock there to his ankle. Is he okay? He's totally fine after he obviously came back to play the rest of the game, and he's fine. Yeah,
I mean, the last I saw him, he was breathing and walking around, and looked like he was pretty mobile.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Obviously, I guess going into Cairns, like you said, the last game before the break, how important is it just to really rectify some of those things before the break?
Well, we continue to talk about them, and like I said, we try to put these last 4 games together in a package of things that we're trying to tick off. And they have quite the flight from Perth to get over back home, and we have quite the flight to get up there, and it should be a fun game to play on Sunday. And it's not life or death by any means. It's just going to be another basketball game that we have a chance to get better in some areas, and the most disciplined team and the most competitive team will walk out of there with a win.
Obviously, Anthony had a really good second quarter there. Just couldn't miss it for 3 or 4 minutes. Was that more is what a play get on a streak like that, or was it partly just he didn't defend him quite right there for a few minutes?
I mean, he's a good player. He's just a perfect example of a guy that will come in and wasn't in the league last year, can score at a high level and shoot the ball, and he's versatile, and he's a handful. So, we had some breakdowns and gave him some things that we shouldn't have, but any good player is going to take advantage of that, and he's a really good player.
Will, did you surprise yourself, even tonight, the way you were able to have such an impact on both ends of the floor tonight?
Yeah, a little bit. I've worked hard to get back, and I think the big thing for me right now is to not, get too far ahead of myself. I still have a lot of work to do, and I only played 15 minutes and I was cooked. So he can talk about conditioning all he wants, but I'm not there yet. So, but it's also, Milt just puts it next to the hoop and I just put it in. He does a lot for me. He makes my life easy, him and Jordan, and Shawnee Mack was really good tonight. So I just kind of finish off stuff, and it was one of those nights for me that the shots were there and it was falling in, and made my free throws, which I'm happy about. But I think I'm most pleased with my rebounding. It's something I've focused on coming back, and we're not the best defensive rebounding team, and so it's something I could definitely come in and try and clean up. But pleased with that, but long way to go for us as a team.
You just need to run under your belt to get a bit of confidence in your body that you're ready to go, and in the second time around, you're just probably a bit free mentally to do what you can do.
Yeah, injuries are frustrating, but everyone goes through them and everyone has them. I just had 2 back-to-back, and I think my mindset right now is just I'm in such a good place in Tasmania. Like, they've wrapped their arms around me. I hurt myself in Spain. They were talking to me every day. They let me rehab in Brisbane. They trusted me to do it. They've communicated with me. I'm just, I guess, at the moment, just trying to be grateful for the position I'm in and the team I got around me, the coaching staff and the medical staff. So I'm just, thrilled to be in this situation, and I'll just keep working and doing what I can to try and help the team win.
Do you feel like it would have been a lot harder if you were anywhere else? Like you say, when you're in that dark place, you need somebody to say, mate, it's going to be all right. You're not alone in working through this.
I had the knee last year, which I wasn't great with my rehab and early on, and I learnt a lot about myself and was challenged a lot. And with the foot, I was had a new mentality of, it's not the end of the world. Everyone has injuries, so. Like I said, just good people around me. My teammates, just were excited to have me back, hyping me up all the time. And, Scott's, never lost confidence in me, never, he always kept his faith in me. So I'm just very grateful to be where I'm at.
20 points, a lot of people like to say 12 rebounds, four blocks as well. Those things are, you sound like you're most proud of more than the points you scored tonight.
Yeah, I've always sort of prided myself on defence. 4 blocks is nice, but that's one of those telling things that we're getting blown by a lot. So letting guards get in the paint, and yes, it's nice to have block shots and I guess have the ability to have me in the paint altering them, but they're just getting in the paint. They did it all night. They played hard. They killed us in there. So we got to take a bit more pride one-on-one and guard.
Chris, go right ahead.
Yeah, just a couple for Will quickly. You touched on the shot blocks, and a couple of them might have been from blow blocks, but a couple of them were defending Mingo as well. Looked like you really thrived on that battle with him tonight too, and it looked like you enjoyed it.
Yeah, he's a great player, and we've had our battles in the past, and talk a bit of rubbish to each other during the game, but it's always fun going against a true 5-man, and I sort of had a couple of good blocks tonight, I guess, but like I said, it doesn't really mean anything when we lose by 5 and they score nearly 100 points.
You happy with how the mustache is coming along?
That's a good question. I'm very happy. Thank you for noticing. I forgot my razor on this trip though, so my beard is kind of hiding a little bit, but it's getting there.
What about you, Scott? You happy with it?
Well, at least you didn't ask me about my mustache. Well, you're way ahead of the game with the Movember stuff. So, yeah, Mag's got it going on now.
Thanks.
You didn't start on November 1 though, did you?
No, I didn't. I cheated. So, yeah, don't have to call me out like that, KB.
Sorry.
It's crazy. Yeah.
You're free to go. Bye. You're
All good.
Thank you.